let me get my screen going. I'll go ahead and record it just for my own training purposes here. All right, here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for jumping on to a special Friday overview for our favorite people. Aaron, Larry, Liz, they're like, we've been going so hard, man. We need to take Friday off. I'm like, I'm sorry, friends. We're having too much fun. We're blessing too many people's lives. We're going to do it. And here we are, over 1,000 people on a Friday midday. You might not know what the heck's going on, but you can't deny something is going on. So we're going to hear from some of my favorite people. We're also going to hear from our co-founder, Peter Rancy, who is also going to be speaking tomorrow in depth on our Super Saturday training about all the exciting updates, timelines, promotions, enhancements to our movement. So for those of you that are new, please proceed with an open mind. I am fully confident you're going to want to participate in some way, shape, or form, unless you're just a true contrarian, in which case you'll join in a couple weeks. All right, so here's the deal. We're going to jump right in. What you're about to see, I promise you're going to think it's too good to be true, yet that is the very reason tens of thousands of people have said yes to what you're about to see in just the last 6 or 7 months, while we've been in a beta pre-launch phase, ironing out all the kinks like any successful company does, and gearing up for our official coming out party out in lovely Las Vegas, November 12th through the 14th. So we're going to talk to you about TranzactCard, and we are changing so much more than banking. We're blessing people's lives in many, many different ways here. And I'll just let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to show you two main things here in this quick overview. Number one, we're going to show every household in America a way to stretch their dollars further, enhance, even double their buying power. That's a complete no-brainer. And then we will show you an optional financial opportunity unlike anything any of us have seen. For those of you who are open or maybe even looking, praying for something that just makes sense to align your reputation, your talents, your work ethic with. So here's what we want to do. We want to get this card right here. This is very much like a Visa debit card. This is our Transact card. We want to get this into millions. Peter always slaps my hand because I'm an internal optimist. I think tens of millions of American households in the years ahead. And here's why we're confident it's going to happen, because unlike any other credit card or debit card you might have seen, this has tremendous no-brainer value. In fact, every time you swipe this card, you're going to get a one-to-one dual currency that has a real one-to-one dollar value applied in the TranzactCard financial ecosystem. Your money with your account is FDIC insured with one of our community banks. There's no overdraft fees. There's no interest, none of that non-stuff. You just pull the money that's in there and go start swiping, and you earn this dual currency that I mentioned called Z-Bucks. Now, how does it work? First of all, well, it's really simple to understand. I like simple. You go out, you put gas in your car. You got a small car, it's only $70, okay? You choose to swipe this card, now you're going to get 70 Z-Bucks. You go to Costco, you go to Starbucks, you go to date night, you buy something offline, online, pay your utility bill, your Netflix subscription, whatever. You're going to get one-to-one value in terms of Z-Bucks. Think of it like a coupon with a real dollar value within our ecosystem. Now, the most important question you're going to ask, because I asked the same thing, what the heck can I do with a Z-Buck? It better not be a gimmicky airline mile type of thing, hotel credit type of thing, or other gimmicky reward program. No, friends, you're going to be able to take these Z-Bucks and use them in our very own e-commerce platform called Z Club, heading up to our official launch in November. You're going to see lots and lots of your favorite name brand items, and the company is simply going to pass along a lot of the wholesale pricing right back to you and allow you to buy down in the form of Z-Bucks. So you see $100 pair of your favorite shoes. They're about $100 anywhere else you look. Here you can apply 25 Z-Bucks. You bring it down $75. You bring it down to $75. Now, in that example, I just saved $25. How did I do that? Well, I just used my Z-Bucks. How did I get my Z-Bucks? I just went out and bought the things I was going to buy anyway. I just chose that cool green card as opposed to anything else that's in my wallet or ladies in your purse. Okay, the best credit card I have right now gives me a 3.5% cash back. If I remember to pay it off at the end of the month, which I rarely do, then I get whacked with a huge APR interest. And that one example, that just trumps everything else I could possibly imagine. But it gets better. We have other items, higher margin items you can use even more Z-Bucks on, all the way up to luxury goods, down to the real power of this. Let's help the 100 plus million Americans that can barely make it through each and every month buy more of the things they want and need, like diapers. You see that example right there. All right. Now, big question. Is this going to be name brand stuff, or is this going to be generic stuff from overseas or out of somebody's sketchy basement? Of course, it's going to be name brand stuff. It's all the things you would want and hope to see. Difference here, you get to apply Z-Bucks and buy that down. To make it really fun and engaging, because we actually want you to log into your ecosystem, get in your app-based environment with TranzactCard. We have daily flash sales almost every day. What's a flash sale, you ask? Well, a flash sale is items that you probably really, really want or even didn't think that you wanted, except your cash isn't good on these. It's first come, first serve. You use all Z-Bucks to pay for those items, pay for a little shipping and handling, and they show up right here. You see electric scooters, VR headsets, merchandise, blankets, earbuds. Last one I got was my Bose wireless speakers. My wife's like, why did you get those? We already have enough wireless speakers. I'm like, babe, they were basically free. They're 117 Z-Bucks. By the way, that retails for $129 on Amazon. I paid 117 Z-Bucks. I paid $8 shipping and handling for those to show up to our door. All right. How about showing people a way to swipe their way to their next vacation? We've already started having our cruise flash sales. Use Z-Bucks to get a cabin on a cruise ship. These are really exciting. We're going to have more and more of these in the months and years ahead. And our very own Z Club travel platform goes live soon. And you're going to be able to use Z-Bucks to buy down some of your favorite hotels, resorts, condos, private homes, 30 to 65% less than anywhere else using Z-Bucks. You want to help a lot more families create a lot more experiences and memories with the people they care about. One thing you'll get a sense of when you listen to Peter Rancy, our co-founder, in just a few minutes, is we are a social impact enterprise. We want to become a global force for good. Okay, so part of that is enhancing financial literacy. Let's be honest, Americans are really bad at saving, myself included. So just by participating in our ecosystem, swiping your card, using those Z-Bucks, going to some of your favorite retailers, an ancillary benefit to our communities, you start to grow a nice little nest egg on the side that's going to compound over time to give a lot more people this nice little safety net and nest egg in the years ahead. Brand new announcement. This is going live most likely next week. Okay. You're going to be able to purchase your very own virtual Easy Power Earn and Save card directly in your TranzactCard app. You can give these away as gifts, and you're going to get Z-Bucks when you purchase these gift cards. And when I get into the financial side of things, it creates commissions as well. It's going to be hundreds and hundreds of the top retailers out there. You get a virtual card, you can use it yourself, or you can give them away for Christmas gifts, which is going to be hot. Okay, so stay tuned and definitely jump on tomorrow's Super Saturday training to get more insights into that. But that's going to be a big deal. Here's what makes it a no-brainer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's $25. If you join before November 12th, it's $25 one time for life. If you join after the official launch, it's just $25 one time annually. You get 500 Z-Bucks on the anniversary date. That gets you all the banking platform benefits I talked about. Since we're about 9-10 months ahead of schedule with our growth, we're internalizing a lot of processes. We're migrating to a much more sophisticated banking platform. So in the next few weeks, while you're waiting to get a card, we're going to go ahead and give you 500 Z-Bucks per week while you're waiting. And then when you do get your card, because you stepped out on some faith and vision, had the first mover advantage, we're going to double your Z-Bucks on every purchase until November of 2024 if you sign up before November 12th. And then once we officially launch, we'll have a nice little referral program. We'll give you 500 Z-Bucks as a thank you every time you share with a friend, a family, a stranger who wants to get a card as well. $25 And if you don't love your Transact card within a few months, you get the Eric Allen money back guarantee. Just hit me up. I'll give you your $25 back. Haven't had to do it yet. So hopefully you see that as a complete no-brainer. You see why so many people are jumping in so quickly. All right. Now, I just talked about the first core pillar of our distribution system being a TranzactCard member. We're going to shift gears. We're going to get into the financial opportunity side where you have a chance to own your very own digital branch office and participate in our revenue plan. If you join before October 31st, you also get a benefit from our national influencer campaign where we've contracted with some of the top influencers, celebrities, entertainers in the world. You can directly benefit by them promoting TranzactCard as well. Get back with the person that invited you to get you those exciting details. Now, first question, how much is it going to cost? Here it comes. It's $495 to own a digital branch office. Starting in November, you're going to pay $50 a month. Our goal is to call this a franchise in most states by the time we officially launch. So think of that like a $50 a month franchise fee. And then you have a 10% service fee, not 20, 30% like traditional franchises. 10% of your commissions are paid in a service fee. Now let's just stop right there. First question, Eric, how can I get the $495 back? Well, if you sponsor 3 other digital branch offices, what we call DBOs, by October 1st at midnight, you're going to get a $495 rebate, and you're going to eliminate your $50 a month. You're freaking out on me, Eric. There's only a few days left till midnight, October 1st. Well, that's why you need to be on the Super Saturday training tomorrow. Hint, hint. Okay. And you're saying, Eric, 10% service fee. Well, if you join before October 31st, 9% of that goes into your Power Save account. All right. So there's definitely a power in taking action now. And what's that going to get you? It's going to get you all the banking platform benefits I talked about. Your card is included. You're also going to get 500 Z-Bucks per week while you're waiting. And then you're going to double your Z-Bucks once you get your card till November 2024. Basically, you're in business for yourself, not by yourself. I promise you, got a very simple, proven system. You just got to get people to show up, take a look at what we got. We got websites, we got marketing, resources, tools, assets, everything you could possibly want. And most importantly, you get to participate in our revenue plan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to stay with me. If you don't hear anything I talk about in this presentation, I want you to focus on the next 90 seconds. What if there was a way for us to get paid each and every time the people in our communities, our networks, the people we care about, people we meet, every time they go out and buy the everyday items that they want or have to make each and every day, multiple times a day for the rest of their lives, the gas, the groceries, the utility bills, all the things I talked about. See, imagine right here, instead of having 3 bubbles, there are 300 bubbles, 3,000 bubbles, 30, whatever it is. Every single time a swipe was made and you had a chance to get paid. Well, I've always said it'd be the holy grail of entrepreneurship. And finally, it's an idea whose time has come. TranzactCard is able to negotiate a good chunk of the interchange fees. If you don't know what those are what make the banks and the merchant processors a ton of money. Just go to any big city in our country. Tell me what the biggest building is. It's a bank. Now we get to level the playing field. We get to participate in that wealth. That's right. Every time a swipe happens, there's going to be 5 to 10 basis points that get paid out to the digital branch officer whose cards those are linked to. Those of you understand the power of leverage. Would you rather own 1 Starbucks or 20? Well, you can build out your own digital branch community. See, those interchange fees are paid out through up to 10 generations of digital branch offices. That means I share with Larry. Larry doesn't just want to be a TranzactCard member. He wants to own a digital branch office. And then he goes and brings in 100 TranzactCard members. But one of those is Aaron Waiter. He's like, well, yeah, but I want to own a digital branch office too. And then Aaron tells his friend Liz, she's like, well, I want to own a digital branch office. Liz goes and brings in another 100 TranzactCard members in this example. Every single time Liz's 100 TranzactCard members are swiping the card, 5 to 10 basis points gets paid to Liz, to Aaron, to Larry, to myself. If that really clicks for you, I promise you, you'll have a hard time sleeping. And then you'll see why we're doing these VIP overviews almost every single day of the week. That's just one way we get paid, but that is pretty darn powerful. I've been waiting for this for over 15 years for somebody to figure it out. Let's talk about some of the other ways that you can make money in our revenue plan. Let's talk about this idea of becoming a manager. We talk about manager mania. When you achieve the leadership title of manager, that is kind of the first gateway into a lot of additional advantages in the revenue plan. How do you become a manager? Well, right now, you go sponsor 3 other people who also want to own a digital branch office. But by October 31st, you could also sign up 20 TranzactCard members, and you're going to be a manager as well. Now, what's the benefit of doing that by October 31st? It puts you in a nice piece of this community revenue bonus pie. Think of it like a big pie. And you can get up to $500 per month just by achieving one of those 2 pathways by October 31st. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a program where so many people can make some nice residual income by putting in some realistic effort and reach that first additional milestone. So what the company's doing is they're pulling some of the money from the community memberships, the transactions, the TranzactCard activations, and the purchases in the Z Club, and they start filling up this big old community pie. See, I know there's some very talented leaders that are on this presentation, and you're like, man, I wish they were on my team. Well, they don't have to be on your team because we're all helping to fill this community pie, and the biggest slice of the pie is for managers. I showed you 2 ways to get to manager, and if you do it by October 31st or within 30 days from when you sign up, you get into the fast start down there at the bottom. It doubles from $250 to $500. And if it takes you longer than 30 days, who cares? You're still getting $250 extra dollars per month. And then you're like, well, senior manager, that looks cool. What's that? A lot of this is based off the power of 3 helping 3 helping 3. You help your 3 get their 3. Now you're a senior manager. This is crazy. That's as few as 12 digital branch offices. 3 helping 3. 12 digital branch offices. Now you're into the second piece of the pie, up to $1,500 per month. We do require at least 10 TranzactCard members that you personally bring in, which you're going to want to do anyway. And you go all the way up to VP, senior VP, and president. This is just one piece of the revenue plan as well, but it's really powerful. Now, this just gets ridiculous. So after November, one of these is going to kick in, but the first one we're already paying out. And we're paying out significantly. We've had a lot of digital branch offices make record commission checks this past Monday, just off the first grant. That's a manager grant. Anytime somebody within your organization achieves the leadership title of manager, you get $50, but it doesn't stop with you. 9 managers in your support team that helped you get there, they're also going to get $50. That starts to add up quickly with some nice momentum. And then how about this operator plus grant? What's that mean? Well, we talked about the power of 3 helping you get to manager. What if you want to sign up a 4th DBO, a 5th, a 10th, a 20th, a 5th? There's no limits. So from your 4th DBO personal sign up onward, you get $50 each time you do that, but it doesn't stop with you. The 4 managers in your support team, CQ just means commission qualified. We all have to have 3 TCMs by the end of November, earliest, to be able to achieve that. That's easy for most of us. So they're all going to get 25, 25, 25. And then the one I'm most excited about that'll kick in, that date should say December, because in November, when the $50 a month fees kick in for those that need to pay, and I'll tell you how to eliminate those in a minute, then the digital branch office monthly grants go into effect. Imagine another residual income stream. If you're a manager, you get $2.50 for every digital branch office in your qualified community that has at least 3 TranzactCard members. And then it goes to $3.75 for senior managers, all the way up to $10 if you're a president. We have some people that have thousands and thousands, if not hundreds and hundreds of digital branch offices. For everyone that has 3 TranzactCard members, you're getting anywhere from $2.50 up to $10 each and every month. I've seen revenue plans, compensation plans that right there is already better than the entire comp plan. That's, again, one small piece to our overall revenue plan. Pretty exciting stuff. Now, real quick, before I bring in some of my friends, let's get back to the power of now. Anybody that joins before October 31st, we're going to call you an innovator. You're going to benefit from that innovator match program. Find out more about that from the person that invited you to take a look here. Okay. That ends at midnight, October 31st. Your 10% service fee, 9% of that goes to your Power Save account. That's your money. It's a nest egg that's going to grow and compound over time. If you become a manager before the end of October, October 31st, by sponsoring 3 DBOs or bringing in 20 TranzactCard members, guess what? You're never going to pay the $50 a month. I mean, $50 a month to run a franchise. Are you kidding me? You can't even start a hot dog stand for that overhead. But I don't want to pay it if I don't have to. So that goes away if you're a manager by October 31st at midnight. If you want the $495 rebate, get yourself to manager by sponsoring 3 DBOs by midnight, October 1st. If you're freaking out about just having a few days, number one, you can do it. Lots of people are doing it. And then tune into tomorrow's Super Saturday. There might be something on there that gets you even more excited. Okay. That's enough for me. I got to get my brother Aaron Whittier. Let's hear from some other people that are out here making it happen. By the way, some of these people have become my best friends in the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. People I want my kids to be around. We talk about making money, saving money. The best part to me is the people that come into our lives on this journey. Aaron Whittier, why the heck did you say yes to this?
Man, I appreciate that, Eric. And, man, there's so many reasons, right? But I think the main reason is I've never seen any way to double your dollar. I've never seen any bank pay any of us half the interchange fees when you swipe a card. To help out these minority banks, it's just incredible. So I got to give it to, Peter Rancy and Richard Smith, our co-founders. I mean, I really think that we may see them be, the most popular people in the world eventually of breaking the mold, brother. You know what I mean? So I'm just super excited to help a ton of people, double their buying power, to help them, make money off of swipes, and then help all these community banks, man. So I'm just super excited.
Love you, buddy. Thank you. Colette Daniels. Lady Power. Why? Why'd you say yes to this?
Oh my gosh, Eric. So I prayed for years for something that I would be able to help millions of people stretch their dollars further, save dollars, and maybe make dollars if they want to. And when my friend brought this to me, Candy brought this to me, I did not know this was an answer to that prayer until I looked a little deeper. When I join something, whether it's a church or group, a company, I have to check out the heartbeat of that company. I have to go to the owners. I have to go to the leaders of the pastor to see if I align with that heartbeat. And I totally align with the owners of this company and the leaders here. And I'm just thrilled to death to have something that I can go out and help people make money, save money, and stretch their dollars further. So that's why I'm here.
Blessed to have you, Colette. Let's get a youngster in here. Not that you all aren't young. Dante Lewis, you there, brother? Can you unmute?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey, Dante, why'd you say yes to TranzactCard?
I said yes to TranzactCard. My sponsor, Mr. Aaron James, reached out to me and he sent me the video on it. And I watched all the way up to where I saw the $25. And I texted him immediately like, bro, send me the link. I joined for the 25 right there. And then he's like, why not be a DBO? I'm like, what's a DBO? Like, I didn't even finish watching the rest of the video. And we got on Zoom and he starts explaining to me just the details of being able to earn swipes long-term residually. And I did exactly what Eric did. I had a hard time sleeping, thinking about the concept of I don't have to teach anybody how to swipe a debit card, nor do I have to remind them to pay their bills. Those two things are going to happen already. So I just felt like it was perfect alignment to really be able to introduce something like this to people and allow them to be able to continue to do what they're already doing and now be able to create a system where we can earn residual income that's just much more stable than any other product I've ever seen in my entire life. So it was really a no-brainer for me from both angles once I understood that. And I'm super excited about what it is that we have going on here with Transact.
Blessed to have you as well. Thank you, brother. Liz Perkins, why? Why'd you say yes?
Gosh. Geez, I paid a lot of transaction fees. I own a traditional business, and I've been the person on the other side paying all the transaction fees. So when somebody said I can actually make or keep those transaction fees, I'm like, wow. But when you get a call from somebody who has done very well in life, a very successful entrepreneur, and says, hey, I want you to take a look at something. Although I kind of went kicking and screaming, I of course, I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm going to look. And so I did. And literally, guys, halfway through this information, I was like, I can't not. And it really encaptures every single thing, what Aaron said, what Colette said and what Dante said. It's all of it. It's all of the above. It's that we get to help people, that we can double people's dollars, that we can make our dollars go further in a very volatile environment where people are really struggling. Like I have a mom who's just, guys, you know what? The senior citizens, when they are on a very tight budget and you can show them a way that they can literally change their lives by helping them to be able to double their dollars. That is such a near and dear to my heart. And Eric, there are just so many reasons, but guys, the relationships, as you said, Eric, along the way with Colette, Aaron, Dante, and yourself, and of course, Larry Lane, and then the co-founders, Peter Rancy and Richard Smith. This is the best thing I've ever done. And I've had more fun doing this than anything I've ever done in my life. I love it. Thanks, Transact.
We love having you. All right. One more before we bring Peter on. We'd be remiss. We have our very own senior vice president, Larry Lane, my brother from another mother. Larry, why, buddy? Why?
Hey, Eric, absolutely. 35 years in this industry. When I first saw this, Nick Sorensen brought it to me about 4 months ago. I saw a presentation just like you just did. But there's a lot of people on this Zoom right now that are actually looking for something. They might need some extra income. And I started sharing this with my team and they took it away from me. I've never had such an easy build because you're sharing a $25 card that doubles people's buying power. But again, I've also got people that have had more success here than they've ever had in network marketing or any other industry. So if you're sitting here on this Zoom and you just watch this and you think it's too good to be true, you really need to jump in on this because I've said it before, the fact that we are the ones that get to take this out to the world, you better realize where you are and how lucky we are that we get to do that because after we go to the United States, we're going to Canada, Europe, all over the world. So this is the biggest thing we've ever been a part of. Take advantage of that. And the owners, you're getting ready to talk to Peter Rancy. He's absolutely incredible. The tools, this will be the easiest thing you ever do if you just plug in and let us help you be successful. So Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. All right. Last but certainly not least, we do have our co-founder back in town at the corporate headquarters. It's always good to hear from the guy who is really the ultimate good steward of our hopes and dreams. So to share his heart, cast a little vision, he just arrived from the deep south of Kentucky back to the corporate headquarters in Provo, Utah. Mr. Peter Rancy, would you share some words with us, please?
Greetings, everyone. Thanks, Eric. And just let me observe that Eric says that I'm the steward of hopes and dreams, but he wouldn't let me choose a song for the intro today.
Well, he put everybody to sleep last time, so we just had to pull a little rank on him.
So, yes, I've been in the deep south, deep south, a little further south than Kentucky for a few weeks, but I'm back in HQ and we're looking forward to launch. So let me just take a couple of minutes and tell you why we're doing what we're doing. TranzactCard has designated itself as a social impact enterprise. Well, what does that mean? What are we trying to accomplish? And why is someone with an Australian accent talking to people who are mostly from the United States about US banking and an e-commerce platform in the United States? Well, as Larry said, we're going to go global and maybe my voice will be more recognized in other environments along the journey. But in the meantime, the United States is our focus. And in the meantime, 70% of adults in the USA say they cannot make ends meet every month. The US community banking sector is shrinking. It's dropped from about 20,000 banks to under 4,200 banks over the last couple of decades. And the majority of those are disappearing because they don't know how to make money. About 250 banks went out of business in the last year, and that's about the rate every year. Some are being merged, some are just closing and throwing up their hands, and very few of them are being closed by the FDIC. And the US dollar is shrinking in value. It's not going to be the global currency forever, and it's reducing in its global effect. But over the last 2 decades, the value of a US dollar has dropped by about half. So you've got a shrinking community banking sector. You've got an increase of unbanked and underbanked. You've got a shrinking dollar, and you've got 70% of adults who say they can't make ends meet. And we're trying to solve. Some of that we can't solve it for everyone. We can't change the entire system, but we have created the TranzactCard financial ecosystem where $1 is worth $2. When you go and spend $1 anywhere using your TranzactCard, then you get a Z-Buck, and the value of that Z-Buck in the Z Club that will launch in November is worth $1. So you get to spend it once, you get to spend it twice. And why are we doing that? Because there are so many people in this country and then later around the world who need more buying power. I'm talking about single mothers. I'm talking about students. I'm talking about young families and elderly people who no longer have a regular income. About 100 million Americans are living at or near the poverty line. Now, we welcome everyone, but I must admit that the majority of those who will get the extra value will be those who need a little bit more, those who have less and need a little bit more. But the Z-Buck works for everybody. It doesn't matter whether you're spending $10,000 a month or $100,000 a month or $1,500 a month. The money that you spend that you had to spend anywhere else and earns you a Z-Buck, allows you to get that double value inside the Z Club. So why are we doing it? We're doing it for the sake of those who need it. And the fact is that those who are on this call who choose to become digital branch officers or operators get the chance to earn an income from helping people double their buying power, which is pretty awesome. So social impact, and by the way, the last thing I want to mention before I hand back to Eric is that we've set this up. It's not a foundation, it's not a charity, it's a for-profit business, but we've set it up so that all of the profits in this very profitable ecosystem that allow us to pay digital DBOs and give rewards to TranzactCard members, all of the profits roll up into a trust and then back down to member benefits. There are no shareholders. It all comes back and stays in this little ecosystem. So we're here to make a difference. And yes, Eric mentioned that I'm a steward of hopes and dreams, and we are. So whether you're a TranzactCard member or a digital branch operator, we accept the responsibility for being good stewards of your hopes and dreams, and hope to see you on the team along the journey. And thanks, Eric.
All right. Give Peter Rancy some emojis along with our other amazing speakers. So Peter, love you, buddy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap this up. Here's all I have. You know what? If it feels right, definitely get back with the person that invited you. And let's welcome you to the TranzactCard family, okay? Whether it's as a DBO or certainly at least as a TranzactCard member. What I can promise you is this. There's no guarantees you're going to make money with us, but I'll promise you one thing. We're never going to give up on you. If you have a good attitude, if you're coachable, if you'll just plug into a simple proven system, you have a chance to certainly reach your goals and dreams with us, unlike any other platform I've ever seen. If you're a good human being, we definitely want you to join. We love bringing in good people from all walks of life. So let's get you back to the person that invited you. Give them a yes, give them a no, get your questions answered. We look forward to welcoming you to the TranzactCard family and getting out there and blessing as many lives as possible. Let's go get your first 3 today, and then we'll see you on tomorrow's Super Saturday training. Give a shout out on your way out. God bless you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Thank you.
Happy Friday.
Have a blessed weekend.
Hey guys, have a great weekend.